Good morning, people. What's going on? Welcome to the Easy Stream. Sunday morning Fishroom Hangout stream. Hang out in this fish room and get in all sorts of stuff. And it's always easy, right? Hear myself. Hang on. Say good morning. Andy Carson, good morning, good morning. Long Family Show, what up, dude? Good morning. Southwest Florida Aquatics, in the house.
John McKenzie said, good morning, weirdos.
Good morning, weirdo. 3G, what up, dude? Merrick T, good morning. Empire of Dirt Aquatics, Jeff Kane. Good morning. And you gifted 50 membership? What the? Well, thank you very much, man. Holy cow. Thanks, man. I didn't expect that. All right. I got a whole list of like names popping up here who got to get memberships. Where we at? Window liquor number 5. What's up? Good morning. Good morning. CV, good morning, good morning. Jen U, what's up, man? Michael A, good morning. Oh, that's all right. I'm gonna start reading names of people who are getting gifted memberships. All right, Andy Carson, I say good morning. Robert Reed, good morning. Michelle E, good morning. Red Laser, what's up? Good morning. John McKenzie, good morning. Cecil Mayberry, what's going on? Good morning. A lot of overtime, 'tis the season. All right, Jeff. Well, thank you. Thank you. Debs Aquapets, good morning. Dennis Demoulian. Bonjour, mon ami. What's up, Dennis?
Peplin Creek Aquatics said,
what's up, Peplin?
Jason, good morning.
All right, where are we at? What's we doing? What we got? We got everything. We got everything. Same old, same old, same old. Different. Was it last week we built that overflow something? I've been using it all. It's great. I love it. I have it currently set up. It's not on though. I did all the tanks. Well, I didn't do these two because these are on sumps. I'm not sure how to do that yet. So water changes everything. Here, there. I'm on the
John McKenzie
90.
said, and you get a membership, and you get a membership.
That's right, and you get a membership, and you get a membership. Yes, I have it set. Here, let's go over here. I have it set up right here on that tank, and it's draining into this bucket. Well, it's not currently on. I had this set up last night, and it just got late. So what I did is I just turned the water off. So nothing's flowing in. But I guarantee if I turn that water back on, it's going to start flowing again. So let's do it. Give it a nice little, not like too much, not too fast. Just having it at like a slow trickle. What happens is then the tank cools down a little bit, but it doesn't get like crazy cold because that is straight cold water. Usually the heater keeps up with it, but I usually get the error that the heater's been running for too long after a while. But yeah, this is gonna start flowing out. Here we can even take a look. A little closer. Some water get in first. Starts flowing out. But yeah, I've been just basically running this thing around all week. Sticking it in the tank, letting it flow, and then like hours later coming back and like, all right. Kinda nice. Did a lot of tanks. I did this tank, that tank. I did this tank, that tank. I did those two. That one, that one, that one down there. I didn't do that one over there. I did this one. I did that one. No, I didn't do that one. I just did that one. 55 or 75 down here. It's no longer 55. However, what I would like to do is try and get it on method for. Oh, hang on. I'm gonna spin this.
SWF Aquatics said this is aggravating outside in Fishroom. Neighbor, cutting grass can't hear TV.
Ah! Go out there and slap him. Well, first of all, it's November. You shouldn't be cutting your grass anymore. That time of the year is over. We gotta let this fill up a little bit because I'm sure it drained down a little bit overnight. I want to make sure this is. I haven't touched it. Oh, the other beauty about this is I don't have to. If I'm careful, I don't have to reset that siphon every single time. I just lift that out of the tank and move it to another tank, and it just starts working. Kind of cool. Definitely cool.
Shady Grady said,
Convenient.
good morning, Jason. Everyone.
Good morning, Shady Grady. What's going on, man? Let me give this a minute and see what happens. Right. What else we got? We got we're gonna do some water testing here in a minute. Actually, while that's filling up, I forgot to clean out the stupid files from last week. I'll do that real quick. Watching water flow.
That's lovely, that is.
Don't worry. This new method should have the captain on the run, man. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. I do have, like I said, I would like to kind of maybe be able to do that slow flow refill thing on the saltwater tanks. That'd be cool. Salty tanks. Brackish and normal. That would be cool.
Victor C said, good morning, depths unknown.
Good morning, Victor. What's going on? Hey there. Alright, I'm going to fill these vials with water.
Window Liquor, #5 said, GM Jason, all bells and whistles working.
Excellent. Thank you, thank you. It was a good day when things work. Not the norm. Just going to fill up these vials real quick. Oh, he's here. Ooh. Next week is that swap, isn't it? Mr. Kurt Shimon. Going? Saturday.
Pum 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 pum.
I know Skipper had his auction last night, but I did not attend. I was out. Not available. Keep missing that auction. Probably. Well, I wouldn't say it's better for my wallet that way. Hopefully it went well.
CWFL Aquatics said, I sprayed my pickup tube with peroxide, had black beard algae. It turned red, then white, then gone.
Yup.
Fishymon64 said, what swap?
Isn't it the Aquarium Club of Lancaster County? Is that next week? The ACLC. The one at the fish place, that pet place. Next week? I believe it's next week. Austin, good morning. What's going on, man? Let's check that, make sure it's working. Asking me, I'm asking you. I don't know. Thought it was next week. I think this is flowing now. Yep, we got water coming down the tube. Water's changing. Back up now. Now, I currently have this off. I have the overflow sensor sitting there so that, like, it's kind of like the emergency, like, hey, dude, you better turn that pump on or you're going to start spilling water on the floor. So we'll let that fill up for a little bit. I had this running for, what, 5 hours last night? And if it gets about, let's say, it's running about, I'd say, every half hour would kick on. Probably 2.5 gallons, so about 5 gallons an hour. But it was flushing.
Fisherman64 said, speaking of water coming down the tube.
I don't know. But yeah. So this will slowly fill up the bucket. Like I said, it runs about 5 gallons an hour. And I did about 5 hours last night, so that's 25 gallons. That's a 90-gallon tank. That's 10%, 20%, 20%. A little bit more than 20%, almost 30%. No, it is 30%. No. Well, we can call it 30%. 25, 27 is close. So I did about a 30% flush. I wouldn't say water change, it's a flush. Different. You got to kind of, like if I were to take out 25 gallons and then put 25 gallons in, that would probably change the water parameters a lot differently than just flushing 25 gallons in. That makes any sense? I don't know if this makes sense. Because you're just constantly diluting the water, right? So let's say 100 parts per million of nitrates. If you were to take out
Fisherman64
30%
said, good morning everyone and you to Jazrin.
and fill it back up. Good morning, Fisherman. If you fill it back up, then you'd be at 70% or 70 parts per million, right? Well, this, when you're doing it, it's probably going like 99, 7. Feeling over a longer period of time, it's not going to change as much because you're constantly diluting it. I don't know if that's making any sense to anybody but me. Sounds good. Makes sense in my mind. Oh well. All right, let's go to that camera. Look at that tank for a minute while I set up for tests.
Swivel Aquatics said, when you do water change like that, how much new water gets changed? Per old water, is that good water change?
Well, that's kind of, I mean, how can I, all right, picture this. Picture an empty glass box, whatever, 10 gallons of just water, right? Nothing in it, no fish, no nothing. And in one side you have a drain, and one side you have a fill. And in that fill tube is coming in a color dye. Picture any color in your mind.
Fisherman64 said,
Purple.
only, you Jazrin only, you mumbo jumbo.
You picture purple dye
Window
coming
Nicker,
in the one
#5
side.
said, do have any dip strips? Do a quick test before and after.
Yeah, I guess that's not a bad idea. I don't have, I might have some dips. But I don't know if that's gonna, all right, let me finish what I'm saying. So that purple dye is gonna come in the right side, right? And that purple dye is gonna be very strong when it first comes in the tank, but it's gonna start getting real thin, right? And eventually when it makes it to the drain side, it's gonna be like, you know, see-through, like very, barely purple. As opposed if I were to just mix in, let's say, an amount of purple dye, or it's okay, let's back this up. If I were to take that same 10-gallon tank with clear water, I were to drain 30% of it, and then I were to fill it up with 30%
Congratulations, Vibes
of
Aquatics.
purple
On the
dye,
membership
that would
milestone.
definitely change
Listen,
the volume.
Vibes Aquatics has been an extraordinary aquarist for 9 months.
Vibes, what's up, man? Good morning. And thanks for being an extraordinary aquarist. Appreciate it. All right, so that make any sense to anybody? Like if I were to take out 30% of the tank, the 10-gallon, right? Take out 3 gallons, and then I were to put 3 gallons of purple dye in there, that is seriously going to impact the water parameters. Like that whole tank is going to be mostly purple looking liquid. It's going to be a little thinner than straight purple dye, but it's going to be less, or it's going to be more than if I was trickling it in from that side and eventually it gets over there. If I trickle it in long enough, sure, it's going to fill the whole
Creek
tank.
Aquatics on the membership milestone.
I don't know.
Peplin Creek Aquatics has been an extraordinary aquarist for 14 months.
All right, Peplin.
Fishymon64 said, all I hear is what, whoa?
Well, thanks, man. Glad this is all making sense to people. Whatever. Whatever. I know what I'm doing. Nobody knows what I'm doing. All right. Let's do that. Get over here.
Victor C said, feels like fall weather, Jason.
Oh, it does today. Heck yeah, man. It was 31 degrees this morning. A little bit of ice on the ground, a little frost. All right, let's go back here. Now we've been doing this for weeks now. Some stickers around here. Phone over this way so I can. There's my sunglasses. Let's get the nitrates. Get the phosphates. Where is my TDS meter? I'm just going to read this right now.
Fisherman64 said frost on the old pumpkin.
410 is what the TDS meter says, which is pretty good. Probably what my tap water is, or close. I'm going to write that down real quick on my cheat sheet before I get too involved here. 410. 10.
Greg's planted tank said, so what is the benefit of a slower water change?
Benefit for me is I can set it, forget it. I don't have to. For me, the benefit is I don't have to have the Python running, which means I'm using twice as much water.
Hello, wonderful peoples. Currently cleaning up 10 gallons off the floor. HOB decided to overflow last night.
Oy.
Yay.
Oy. Well, that's not fun, but good morning. Thanks for being here. At least you can listen in the background while something to keep your mind off it. All right, let's test this. Okay. So anyway, I was saying the reason what the benefit for me is when I run the Python, you know, the water that is fueling the Python is just going straight down the drain. Wasted water. So I'm not wasting any water.
64 on the membership milestone. Fishymon64 has been an extraordinary aquarist for 14 months.
Right on, Fishymon. Yeah. Congrats. All right. Yeah. So, like I said, I'm not wasting water, just shooting it down the drain, fueling a Python. I mean, granted, I can just use the Python to start the siphon. Some of them I have to actually, like the lower tanks, the ones that are below waste level, I need siphon the Python to get the water on. So that's one of the benefits. The other benefit is it's a set it and forget it kind of thing. Like if I have it going, I could just walk away go upstairs and take a nap, and it's still changing water. Slower. It's all cold water, so I don't have to worry about heating it. Well, that's not entirely true because the fish tank heats it, I guess, so I'm still paying the power to heat it. I like it because it will also, like, I could do large volume water changes over a long period of time, and it's not going to, like, drastically change the water parameters. It's going to happen slowly over time, so...
Window Liquor #5 said a quick test strip should show how big of a swing the parameter go. You could get how long for the size of the tank dialed in.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
SUFL Aquatics said, I want an RO system, but can't get over the amount of wastewater.
Yeah, there's a lot of waste in RO. I've heard that having higher pressure definitely helps with how much water, like if you get a boost pump or something like that, I think it reduces the amount of water that gets discharged as waste. But I don't know. But yeah, it's like a 2-to-1 ratio for every gallon you produce, throw 2 down the drain, which is not great. Yeah, I don't know. I also like the method I could just
Vibes
kind of set
Aquatic
it
said,
and go.
phosphate checker sitting on stand, Jason tickling your nose, BBA thriving in your tank. And we're watching you. Hey, Jason, you want some more holiday parodies?
Oh yeah. Put this in there. Put that there. There. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. While I'm thinking about this and looking at it, remember last week when we did the 125, we did a little bit of a cleanup on the sump and fixed up those, because the pumps, the DC pumps were getting clogged by snails. And I put those little mats on it. Yeah, I was running for like a day or two, and then one of the pumps kicked off again. And I think part of the problem is, I think it gets to a point where it's trying to pump faster than the water can get in there, and that causes like the pump to kind of like dry suck for a minute there, and that usually shuts off. So what I did is I turned the power down 10% on the pumps, and they've been running for a week now without whatever, almost a week. Problem. So maybe that was part of the issue.
Fishyman64 said,
Pump more than
shake
it
it
could
more than
pump.
twice and you playing with it.
Ooh. Oh, hang on. All right, Zoe, relax. Let's turn this on. See, good thing I had that in there. I would have been spilling water all over the place. Dog did not like that. Right. So now I turn on my little pump. This thing's gonna run for 30
Captain Creek
minutes.
Aquatic said, hash dry suck.
Yep. Hashtag dry suck. That doesn't sound fun, does it? Right. Probably why the pump stopped working. All right, let's get back over here. You don't need to see a pump draining.
Andy Carson said Zoe is making sure you heard.
Oh yeah, she's a watchdog. She hears anything, she's all over it.
Vibes Aquatic said, good morning, amisats.
What was that? Good morning. What? Oh, Amisa. Amisa. Mm-hmm. All right. We got like a minute left on that one. Hopefully this. I think I have the pump set up that whenever it kicks on, it should drain that whole bucket down to 0. Yep. Exactly what I want to hear. That way, if somehow... I know I'm always starting at the lowest it can start. All right. Now it's still filling up.
Winelica, #5 so can I pet that dog?
Can I pet that dog? I have it set for about a little less than 30 minutes, so we'll see if that's good. If that alarm goes off again, then we know we gotta adjust the time. Got 38 seconds. It's away. I'm gonna come over here and get ready to record some results. I think I need to go in here and get some fittings.
Fisherman64 said,
Fisherman.
ain't nobody likes a dry suck.
Especially the pumps. Do I have... Oh no. Oh yeah.
Victor C said, nice coffee mug.
Thanks, man. It's a good one. It is a good one. Alright, we're gonna... 0.20. 0.20. Uh-oh.
Vibes Aquatics said, Jason, do you like hikari? Vibra bites. No, don't eat it. I meant for your fish. Ha ha ha.
Yeah, they're decent. I got a bunch of samples of them when I went to the Keystone Clash in the goodie bag, and I threw them together. I took all the samples of stuff that I thought was, decent food. I stuck it in my little, here, let's pull this out. Stuck it in my pepper grinder. And this is what I feed all my fish. Like all the small fish. Stuff that needs to grind this up. But there's a ton of little vibrobites in there.
Fishcapades said, good morning all.
Fishcapades, what's up? You made it. Good morning. Yeah, so yeah, vibrobites are good. Not bad. I haven't bought any in a while. I've been feeding mostly basileers. Well, I've been feeding that just because I'm trying to free up some of the miscellaneous crap around the fish room. But I do have basileers that I usually try to feed. I've been doing, for the bigger fish, Ebo Aquarist. I bought a bunch of that stuff from Saburai, Keystone Clash. I feed, this is the insect meal. But it's a soft gran, and it sinks. So it's good for a lot of the bottom feeders. I don't know if you see this, but it's a soft gran. I can squeeze this and kind of make like a ball out of it. I also feed spirulina paste for the 397s, mostly. And this is like a putty. Make a little ball out of it, drop it in the tank, and they find it.
Alishani has said, what time do you and Fishymon plan on being at next week's swap?
Well,
Fishyman64 said, I need some Ebo to Sabu ship. Do you know?
yes, he does, but you got to pay for it. What does that say? 15.4? That's actually pretty low. All right, let's take a look.
New Local Austin said, Gaga, New Local Austin over here.
What's up, new local? What's up, Michael? How you doing, man? Did I tell you I went nuts after the Clash trying to find out what that song was? That Pay Me song? I couldn't get it out of my head, dude. 15.4. But I did find it. It's on the playlist. All right. Let's take a look. Kind of where we're at. This week, the nitrates are almost identical, slightly less. It's been trending down. Phosphates, trending down. Bam. Cool. Phosphates are rubbing.
SWFL Aquatics said, my electric blue rams are doing great. I got one spawn 2 weeks old, one spawn 2 weeks old, and another spawn last night, all alive.
Nice. Do this. Hey, that did work.
Fishyman64 said, when and where is the swap? Tom.
It's at that fish place in Lancaster. Did we go over this already, man? X-axis. It's fine. Y-axis. Bam. Okay. Then we got TDS. Color. Blue. No. Chart title, chart style. Okay. Cool. That's what we got. Got a great deal in the auction last night. Cool. I missed it, man. I feel bad about it. All right, so that's where we're at with this. Not bad, right? Okay. Back here. I did that
Fisherman 64 said
siphon.
Sabu might be there, then he usually is.
Oh yeah, he will be there. Yeah, he usually is there. So yeah, I mean, if you can wait a week, then you can just save on the shipping. All right, I'm gonna, before I forget, I'm
Vibes
gonna
Aquatic
clean
said
these out this time.
Fishcapades. And do what? It's new local Austin. I haven't talked to you in a very, very long time. Maybe it's time for our Aquarist hangout.
Yeah, man, you guys, yeah. See, I always miss new locals. It's like the usually sleep. That's just one of those weird nights where I can't sleep. So yeah, he's a night owl. The witching hour, whatever. WWH. If only I didn't have to sleep or work. All right. So yeah, I'm not gonna do a water change in this tank because I already did it basically this week is what I was trying to say with the whole siphon overflow. The only difference is there are tanks that I don't think I'm gonna be able to use that on. And
Vibes Aquatic said Jason. I'm eating homemade peach cobbler and vanilla ice cream, Jason. I'm enjoying for you too.
it's a little early to be eating that. I mean, first of all, you're in Texas, right? So it's like it's like 6 a.m. there, isn't it? 6 something, and you're eating ice cream and pie, cobbler, whatever, same thing. It's like I mean, I'm not going to judge, but I don't know if I can condone this behavior. Alright, we need to clean up in here, man. There's like so much crap everywhere. Let's see. What do we got? We're going to let that tank run for a minute. Let's look over here first. Now, this saltwater mess. Get closer. Talking about maintaining, doing this siphon overflow thing with the saltwater tank and the brackish, honestly, is to a point where I can do these. I had bought that little pump. Where is it? It's over here. But it was pumping too fast, I think. I wanted to get a valve for the pump, which I did.
Alishane has said it's after 6 a.m. in Cali, Jason. Do we need time zone lessons?
Well, all right. If it's obviously it's after 6 because I start at 9. But 9 a.m. is 6 p.m. 6 a.m. on the East Coast or West Coast. 9 a.m. here, 6 a.m. there. So whatever time it is now, it's 6:36 a.m. over there. You think that's early enough for ice cream?
Chris Aquazone said, howdy, everyone.
What's up, Chris? How you doing, man? All right. Anyway, so I got this little pond pump thing, fountain pump. I always got to call this a fountain pump. Pond happening here. Let me
Vibes Aquatic said, did Jason just judge me for eating something mouth-watering early in the morning? Hey, Jason, come to Texas and we can eat peach cobbler early in the morning.
All right. Then I can condone it. All right, then I'm okay with it, as long as I'm involved. Okay. So we got that running. Let's see here. Here's this little pump. Right. Got a little salt on it from the last time I used it. It is.
Fisherman64 said I got Cebu number, so I just texted him and asked him if he was going.
Nice. This has a max flow rate of 400 gallons per hour and a max head height of 6.8 feet. The head height is actually what I really wanted because I make sure I can get to pump up. I bought this little valve on the Amazon. Supposedly the size of this pipe. I have to stuff it on there, but I wanted to look for have a little clamp. So let's go back to look at a saltwater tank. I will look for the clamp. If not, then I'll just use zip ties or something. I'm pretty sure it's small little clamps. I'm just in my box of fittings. Some small fittings. Micro fittings. Ooh, here. I don't know if these are small enough though. Maybe.
Alishanaya said Sabare is on swap list.
Is he? Alright, cool. Well, there you go. Should be there. Sabare. Sabarone. That was. In case you're listening. Zabarone. Alright. If this doesn't work, this is probably the smallest clamp I got on it. This looks like it might not be small enough. Not, then I'm going to use some zip ties. Let me get a screwdriver. Drive the clamp.
Fisherman64 said the longer you hold it, the higher your head height gets.
I don't know. I don't think this is small enough. Didn't tell you how far you can cinch these down. That's the smallest clamp I got. I don't think I can make this small enough. I have to use zip ties. Stab myself. Alright, we're just gonna use zip ties. Let me get the zippy tie. Zippy tie, oh no. I remember I used them last time, and where did I put them? I think I'm laying over here. No zip tie, no zip tie, no zip tie, no zip tie, no zip tie. Yes! Oh, yes!
Fisherman64 said thanks, Tom.
Thanks, Tom. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, super rad. Super rad. Well, I haven't even opened the stuff I got from the Clash yet. I'm still finishing off the last of the other. So, probably skip. Yeah. Where are we working here? Let's go here. Just gonna put this off of me. Get on there. Maybe when I bought the inside diameter at 3/8, it should have been the outside diameter at 3/8.
Kalish said, water mostly cleaned up, tanks refilled and first cup of goodness in hand, and
There you
it's
go.
6:40 a.m.
There you go. See?
Not an easy start, but can never say life is boring.
It's easy.
Lady Diane said thank you.
What up, Lady D? How you been? Ring. What are you doing? Helping? Helping daddy? Helping your daddy? Unical girl? Sniff it? Just nothing you want. Nothing you can eat.
Fisherman64 said vibes. just gave you $4.99 to send you to Texas a tip jar.
Oh, yeah?
Andy Carson said, "Sweet Zoe."
Excuse me. Excuse me. Well, appreciate it. Oh, sweet Zoe. All right. Oh, oh, oh. Whoa, whoa. Step, 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 step. To adjust the time. You don't like that. She don't like, she don't like. It's on. Cinch that down. Second one just for. I have that one like half on, half off. Cinched it. Too tight. I don't think it's gonna fall off, but that's definitely not gonna fall. Okay. Valve. Doot, doot. You know?
Fisherman64 said, "Thank you, Vibes."
Oh. Am I missing things here? One woke me up with a gift of membership. Oh, okay. Yeah, that was Jeff Kane. Very much Jeff. Okay, let me cut this. Pull Buddhist off. It's good on that. I might have maybe. Hang on.
Vibes. Aquatics said, "Jason, you going to Aquarium Nation Houston Expo December 7th and 8th? Would love to hang out. By the way, how many tips to get you to show up?"
When is it? All right, hang on. First of all, it's going to take a lot of tips because, yeah, I don't see that in the cards at the moment. But it would be cool. How many tips to show up? I don't know. How much is the airfare? In the hotel. Alright, I might have to turn that down a little. It's a little too long. I just tweaked it by accident. There you go. Let that run maybe one more time. Just work on filling it up. Alright, let me set that down. Let me put this back. It's a little cubby. All the fittings. Just trash. What else do I need? I had a little piece of that hose. Guess it is. Alright, Pupper. Do this way. I'm gonna take that siphon overflow and I'm gonna put it on a saltwater tank. And it's gonna start draining. In the meantime, I'm gonna leave that filling so that it fills up that little gap. And then this one's gonna start draining. Let's do that. This. Try not to break the siphon. This. Trying to be gentle. Now, if I did everything right, this will just start draining. It's draining. I'm gonna turn off. What do you call it? Surface skimmer.
Fisherman 64 said, I gotta go walk Loki.
All right, man, you have fun with that. More like Loki's gonna walk you. But, you know, either way, you're both getting out. Make sure you clean up after yourself. Gotta clean that protein skimmer in the meantime real quick.
Window liquor hash 5 said slash from GNR is stuck in my head here. It's a cold rain this morning.
It's a cold rain. Yeah. Cold November rain. It's gonna fill up quick. Make sure that's on. That's on. That's draining. Hear it gurgling. Hear it bubbling. Now we're draining salt water.
Vibes Aquatic said, Jason, any plans for the upcoming holidays? Or is it too early to talk about Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's Eve, Valentine's, Easter? Vibes, stop it. Jason is going to block you.
Well, it might not be too early to talk about Thanksgiving. Christmas is right around the corner too, so I could see that, but you know. Easter and Valentine's Day? Yeah, probably. My holidays go Thanksgiving, Christmas, Groundhog's Day. Those are holidays in my house. Groundhog's Day is an important holiday. All right, let's look at this. This is draining. This will drain down to that little, pretty low. I'm gonna have to probably turn off the pump. That's just gonna start shooting air. Like it's gonna make a. Turn this off. Just cause. And I'll shut that so it doesn't exception. Yeah, we'll just let this go for a minute. See a fuzzy on me. Otherwise, it's gonna start making a.
Vibes Aquatics said, thanks to all the veterans out there. Tell a veteran thanks.
That's tomorrow, Veterans Day, right? Today is birthday of the Marines. Happy birthday, Marines. That's all I know. Alright, well, I should probably clean that glass. Why not? What are we going to lose by being able to see in this tank? Oh, the anemone went on a walkabout again. I don't know where he went. He was hanging on that thing in the front there, and now he's just... I don't have high hopes for that anemone. Clean off this cyanobacteria. I think maybe if we do more water changes, that'll help. One of the reasons why I wanted to do this overflow siphon thing, to kind of just... So I'm not...
Window liquor hash 5 said, Mind Flash. I seen them in '94 in Toronto. Was just the music video. Slash walked up on top of that piano and nailed it.
Nice.
Crowd went nuts.
That's cool. Alright, I'm gonna drain this before that alarm goes off so that the dog doesn't freak out again. Move you a little bit. This is falling off. Oh. Okay. We're almost at the level. I guess this is where I should bring over the salt water and set that up. Get this over there. It's out of my way. In my way.
Lady Diane said, my orange Venezuelan corredoras gave me 200 eggs this week. Lots of
Jeez.
wiggly butts.
Nice. That's cool. Oh yeah, I should check the mops this week. That's what we should do. That stop? That did stop. Yeah, we'll let that drain for a minute. We'll get this set up over here on my end. What do I do with the set over here? To put it over here. I want to test the salinity of the water that I'm going to put in the tank to make sure I actually mixed it. Not going to jack in a bunch of fresh water. Be bad. Nope, it's definitely salt. Okay. We're going to let that flow. It's almost done. Alright. Let's get this pump going. Let's set in there. Just pump in the salt water. Plug over there. Come on, stuck there. And it says a little weight to it, and that's kind of good. Close it. Well, I guess we'll leave it wide open. I'm gonna let that drain. I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick because I got pee, and then let that finish draining. I'll be right back.
Window Licker #5 said I watched Deadpool 3 last night. I wished I hadn't. It was really disappointing.
All right, back. Let's figure out where we're here. All right, that seems to be pretty much settled down, right? Oh, what a miss. All right, I am going to drain the bucket one last time so that we're starting fresh. I am going to.
Vibes Aquatics said, hey, Jason, loved the amazing live stream. Me off to
Thanks,
church. You all have a wonderful day. #Texas tip job.
Well, thanks, Vibes. And you have a good day, too. All right. Maybe you guys sees this popping out of here, but that's a little too much of a flow, so I'm going to. Oh, we got to turn that down. Look at that. It's like squirting in there. A little pressure. Maybe we can play with that on the other end. gonna listen to that pump grind for a minute. Hold on. Alright, I turned it down at the nozzle end, or at the, whatever, the intake. That's what it's flowing at now, at like full volume. Well, maybe we... Hard to get a good flow rate on that, or would like guesstimate what the flow rate is. I put that in a order, so it's... But that's gonna flow out at the rate it flows in, okay? I'm gonna move this over here so it's not so much in the way. And we're just gonna let that go. All right? It's pumping out of here. Pumping into there. Draining out of that. Into the bucket. Back there. And that's on a timer to set off to go off every so often. It's even got an overflow sensor just in case. Hey, there's one of the... There he is, snails. Those are cool. It's a cleaner shrimp. Dotty back. Two clowns. The enemy went walking around somewhere. See him again? I don't know. I don't know, man. That enemy's been like looks like he's just getting smaller and smaller. I don't know what to make it. Hopefully he does alright. All the Aptasia, it's going crazy. So we're gonna leave this on a slow trickle. Right? The idea is maybe get like this, like so I can do this on a more regular with the saltwater tanks, salt tanks, because these are salt too. Well, brackish, but cool to do that, right? That's the plan. All right, well that's doing its thing. Oh, you know what I did forget is this is the week I'm gonna fertilize tanks that I just. Let me here. This over that. Down a little. There. I'll take my potassium sulfate. Big old bag of it. Does that work? Here's my scooper. I'm gonna put the lid back on the saltwater tank so nothing falls in it. Here's saltwater bucket. Watch out, pupper. Alright, here's the potassium sulfate. I got a big old 5-pound bag of it. I think before I only had a 1-pound. No, you guys aren't getting fed. Scoop. 1, 2, 3. Should probably fertilize the other tanks too. Just to be sure. You sniffing puppy. I will do. Oh wow! Don't forget that I'm still filling up that other tank, right? Good. Fresh water is down in this one. Fertilize this tank too. Almost full. It's probably full enough to shut it off. 1. Whoops. 2. There's a real scientific method here. Distributing this. But I feel that that's what it needs. All right, we can let that go for a couple more minutes. Then we'll turn that water off. Should I first the guppy tank or the tanks? 1, 2. All the planet tanks. 4. God. Just spilled it on the side of it. Not in the tank, on the lip. 3. What? This one. 4. Do 2 on this one because it's only a 20 gallon. Whatever. 1. 2. So I'm gonna do 2 in each tank because this is on a system. 1, 2. 2. Oops. As long as it gets in the tank, that's all. 12. 2, 3, 4. I'm just going to do 1 in this 10 gallon. Do 2 in the 30. Well, it's a 29, but essentially gallons. Do the same in the 33. 2. 1. 2. This tank 2. That tank because I think I'm going to work with that tank today, I think, at some point. Let's filter this one. 1, 2. 1 in here. 1 in here. In here. I think that's it, right? Not gonna do it in that tank, not that tank. Okay. 1 in here. And 1 in here. Just put it in. Okay. Good. Ferts are ferted. Still draining this tank. I have to kind of make sure I save a little water. Top it off. That or I need to figure out. Here, hang on. Go back here. This way. We're raise this up high. Tank would have to fill that high. That's actually pretty good. I'm gonna let that fill up like that. And that way when I run out of water, the tank's full. That makes sense, right? Okay, cool. Alright, well, while we're here, this up here. Whoa. The flounder tank. This is the not flounder tank. Not flounder tank needs some work. Just do a straight water change on that. Let's see. Boom. Alright, these are both brackish. This one you can't even see in because the glass is so filthy. First step is to clean this glass. Second step is color changing. Should do is take this mop out first before I jankify this whole tank. This is a blue mop. Any eggs? Yeah, there are some eggs in here. Put it in the hatching thing, but see one egg that looks like it might be fungused. More in here. Seen it. Yeah. Alright, these are blue. Back to the red. It's here for now. Alright, what are we looking at? We're looking at brackish tanks. Okay. Let's finish cleaning this glass. Probably clean it too. Oh yeah, this thing's like trashed. Half the reason because they're working on this thing. Some weird slime all over this. Probably the first time I ever cleaned it. I'm pretty bad at that. well try it. Try and hook it back in. It might help that there's like more air flowing. 1 second. There we go. Just the tube. There's the tube. Some more air flowing in here. I don't think there's enough. Chooching. Let's go get the chooch going. Oh, there's a dead fish. No, that ain't good either. Dun dun dun. Oops. Definitely more of a reason to do a water change on this tank. So the only brackish water I have is in that bucket. Oh, jeez. Alright, let me turn up the air. Oh. That's the important thing right now, is get the air moving. Let's get back here. Is this on that? What is that? I just gotta turn this up. More, right? Over. Yeah. You can deal with that. I think that's as wide open. Let's go. Down to number 3. Number 3. So let's close this. Turn this up. 3. That's 3. Oh, too much. Too much. Well, I can just put this wide open and then adjust it from the valve that I have up top. Here we go. That seems good, right? That's a good flow. Cool. Leave it like that. Oops. Back on. And we gotta do. I'm gonna move this lid. I'm gonna clean this lid because I think that's half the problem is you can't see in here because there's so dirty. Luckily, I didn't glue this lid on like I did the other one, like an idiot. My advice is don't glue your lids to your tanks. It's never a good thing. Alright, we're gonna do the brackish. Clean this up. See the salt creep off of it.
Window Licker, #5 said, speaking of shrimp, are your blue dreams still going, Jason?
Oh yeah, and speaking of shrimp, I've been meaning to talk about that. I know Dennis. I was talking with Dennis. He was trying to get, thinking about getting some blue dream shrimp from his setting up a tank. Trying to talk him through it. You know, ways to cook. You know, save some money. You don't have to go all out. Like a shrimp tank, I don't think you need a heater if it's in your house, honestly. You could save your money on a filter by just using a sponge filter, and then you just need an air pump and a sponge filter. Tank, I'd say 10 gallons, 5. You can get away with 5, but you know, bigger is always better. Yeah, that's about it. Cycling it. Fish in cycle, I guess is what that would be. A shrimp in cycle. Okay. That's that. That. It is clean. tank is still filling. Saltwater tank is still filling. Alright, now that we got that cleaned a little bit, can we see in there? A little bit. Ain't great. I did make a mess too. Alright, let's do a little bit of a water change. Just make sure I got water here. I got water right there. Okay. Oh yeah. Like what, 10 gallons maybe? 15? This one's not on a got too many blue dreams. Yeah. I have them, well, I have them in a bunch of tanks. I have 1, 2, 3. No, that's the cherries. Cherries. Those are cherries. 1, 2, 3. I'm sure I had them in 4 tanks. What's up, Mont? Mont. What's up, dude? Got a new collar. Got his little fall collar on. Bunch of little squirrels.
Kalish said for Neo's 5 or 10 gallon no filter, standard substrate and sponge filter.
Yep.
He is running the tank for 30 days plus before adding shrimp. They need the biofilm buildup.
True. I could see that a little bit. Although I do think if you got like things like driftwood and stuff like that, especially if it was like already in a like display tank, probably go a long way. You could supplement it with food film, you know. You could even do like, what is that stuff? Factor AE, which is supposedly like a powdered biofilm. Alright. It's draining, still filling. Alright, what am I doing? I need a bucket. I need my nose to stop itching. Where is my little handheld siphon? That's a good question. When was the last place I saw it? Usually over here. What are you doing, Mont? What are you doing? Where are you? Come here, you! See? Squirrel collar. Let me go, Dad. Go, Dad. Let me be free. Go ahead and leap over it. Here. I'll let you out. Let me find my... Oh, here it is. It's sitting right in front of me. Water change on this one. Well, hang on a second. I think I wanted to use that siphon drain on this. So, yeah, hold off on that for a second. Till the saltwater tank's done. We'll do something else for the meantime. How about that? Sounds like a plan. Oh, we were changing mops. There is no mop in this one. I just took the mop out of that one. Here. Take a look. See any fry. I don't have any faith in this one because this is the cyanodorsalis hatch tank. Blue one in there. The green ones are from. Red ones can leave. Should do a water change on that too, honestly. I think I was using RO water for thinning those out. I want to see what the TDSs are in those. I'm trying to keep them low. It might be easier to hatch the shrimp or fry. However, they're unheated tanks, so I'm thinking that makes it take longer. All right, where is my flashlight? I don't know, man. It's usually floating around here somewhere. Oh, here it is. All right, let's see. Anything? Nope. Did not expect much. Grab the TDS meter. I think what I should do, take the fry out of the tanks that are already. This ain't too bad. 128 TDS. That's cool. Yep, 128, 129. We're gonna do. Take a jug of this RO. Just gonna top it off without spilling it everywhere. Cool. Back on. That's not how you put the lid. Come here, you. Do not put on the lids like that. Is the exact wrong way to put on a lid. Now let's go over here. These are the Gertrudes. Have some fry here. See what's the lid? There it is. See how they're doing. Meantime, I can start filling this jug up. However, I'm not going to know if it's going to overflow, so I have to like 10 minutes check on it. All right, set a timer.
Andy Carson said that's one way to clean a lid.
Yeah, exactly. It's rinsed. All right, where are we at? This tank. What did I just do with the flashlight? You guys seeing here? Where's my phone? Okay. See what you're seeing. Mine just looks brown. Let's try not to throw that in the tank. There we go.
Pierre W. Aqua said lid depth unknown. God morning, folks.
Good morning. What's up, man? There are 2 fry in here. I think we should take them out. Put them with the adults, maybe. They definitely seem big enough for females. I think they'll be alright. Take out this red one. Water change on this tank. This red one out. Let's take the red one out and put the green one in. Well, the red one's got to go in the other tank. Parent tank. Let's test the TDS on this one. $230 something, 5. It's not horrible. But, let's catch some fish. Get, lubricate it. Small net. Let's try a small one first. Lubricate the net. weird like that. Probably just catch these guys in the specimen container. Try it on that corner. One. Stay in there, dude. Them both. I did get them both. Whoa! Bumped the one out. Ta-da! I didn't even need the net. Look at that. How are they looking? Let's see. Can we see here? Fishies. Jeez. Yep, just two. All right. I'm gonna spin this around. Put this over here for a moment. Over here, Monty running down the steps. The pitter patter of little Monty feet. What you doing, dude? I see you coming over. Let's go to camera. What the heck is that noise? What is making that noise? Hang on, let's put these guys in there. I'll figure out that in a second. You're gonna have to acclimate for a while. Is it the pump in the... Oh shit, I know what it is. Fuck me. Son of a bitch. That's water. Oh my god. I forgot to stop filling that tank. The 90 gallon is overflowing. I gotta get some water out of that. Idiot.
Lady Diane said, "Oh my."
Oh my is right. Oh my god. I can't. Oh my.
Window liquor #5 said, "Whoops."
Whoops. I was like, I'm hearing something. It was water hitting that metal pan. Oh, come on, concrete. Such an idiot. I can't believe I forgot about that. Should have set a timer. Well, it was bound to happen. And it happened, of course, while I'm live. And everybody can watch, so I can't even deny it. So yeah. A little bit of water on the ground. Nothing like, you know, keep you on your toes.
Andy Carson said, "A misa started today."
Yeah. Oh. I gotta make sure I don't suck up any fish too, because they will definitely go.
Victor C said, "Thanks for live streaming." Depths unknown.
This is always a never a dull moment, man, right?
Kalish said, "All
Always
my fault,
entertaining.
Lyle."
It's all your fault.
Barbara Jackson said, "Good morning."
Good morning. Keeping it real. Spilling water all over the tank. Or all over the floor. Alright, that's good. That's enough water out. Alright. Let's forget that happened. Let's not mention that again. Pretend everything worked perfectly for me, okay? Well, while I'm here, and I just took the... What are we even looking at? I don't even know where my camera is. We're looking at the fry tank, right? I knocked this on the floor. I knocked this on the floor. I don't know where my camera is. But I do know that I can change it. Hang on, let me put this away. Alright, let's go back. Alright.
That's lovely.
Uh-huh. That is lovely. I'm just going to take some water out. We're going to add some water in. We're not going to do much here. It's one of the crypts I got. Well, actually, I think this is the one that came, like, sometimes the cichlids pull them out, so I just put it in this tank. Some of the moss I got from Crypt Keeper.
Andy Carson said, "You just wanted to wash the fish room floor." That's what I would tell my kids when they were little.
Yep. Alright, well, while we're here, and I got this pump running, or the siphon going, take a look here. So, there it is. This is the Luminatus fry. I haven't had any in a little bit, but the last time I was here, we had eggs in the mop, so I've been kind of feeding this tank a little bit. I don't see any fry yet. It's only been, what, 2 weeks? So, like I said, these are unheated tanks, so hatch times seem to take longer. What is the TDS in this tank? Can't believe I just did that. 294, so we're going to take some of this out. Just set that there. Some of this mulm on the bottom, I guess. Oh, it's been 10 minutes. Hang on. That was my timer to make sure to check the RO water. So let me drain this. Not our water, I should probably check on it. Nope, it's not full yet. Close though. So let's finish doing this. Well, hang on. I think we are finished with that for now. So let me turn that water off. Let me get the RO jug. The one that's already full. Trusty. Oh, there's my phone. Trusty old this funnel. Funnel in. Put the water in the funnel. And that way it's easier to fill tanks on this angle. I gotta fill this jug back up. I'm gonna take this jug that I just filled. Not quite full, but top this up. Probably not all the way. Here. Was that the other guy? The other guy. Oh, no, I still have one. Up this way. I don't need a funnel for this. Man. Leave it like that. Close that lid. You need to take the red one out. Right? What do I do with the other lid? Get bad habit of putting lids in my pocket. Honestly, don't know what to do with the lid on that one. Should be a red lid too. All right, red mop out. Oh, here it is. Cool.
Vinoksky said, "Good morning, everyone."
What up, dude? Thanks for joining us. All right. Slide back on. Over there. I guess what I should do is I'll take the mops from the Gertrude tank and see. Fry. Or eggs. Let's take a look. So, oh, there's definitely at least one egg. Woo! See there where my thumbs are? Between them, there's an egg there.
Barbara Jackson said, "Do different kinds of rainbows hatch at different rates?"
Yeah, I would
The
say
only
they do.
time his hatch rainbows, it took 4 days for Melanotaenia fasciatus.
Really? That quick? Yeah, those guys are real little though, right? When they're born. Yeah, usually for me it takes around a little, like when I have the heated tanks, around 2 weeks, maybe a little longer, 14 days, or maybe less, 12 to 14, depending on the heat temp. Sometimes a little longer. Yeah. Other than that, I don't know. I'll tell you. Some of them, like well, they're all around 2 weeks ish for me, at least. That's what it seems. I haven't really timed it to see if some hatch faster than others, but they all seem around the same rate. However, some grow quicker, like these fricatas. They seem to grow faster. The ones. I'm gonna get the mop from the Luminatus tank, and we'll see if there's anything in there. Squeeze the water out. Let's take it. Little itty bitty snail. Remnant of an egg. One of these. Maybe I should change these mops more often, like every week. I think that might help. Still waiting 2 weeks. I'm just gonna stick this in here. Last week we had or last time we did it, we had a bunch of eggs in the mop, so I'm hoping to get fry. But we'll see. All right, let's go down a little bit here.
Window Liquor Hash 5 said next week, "Can we do a test between the two different water changes styles and see what the parameter swings are?"
Yes, that's not a bad idea. I think maybe we should do. Let's see. Like maybe I'll do the angelfish tank. We'll do the big water change on, and the what do you, the geo, I can't call it geos. What's in that tank? The fire mouth tank. That's kind of annoying. Anyway, the fire mouth tank maybe we'll do on the slow flow thing. It's because I was feeding. This is the green section. Stay. This is the red.
Barbara Jackson said very cool. To be fair, they were eggs from an auction, so may have been laid some days before the auction.
Nice. See those babies in there? Let's mop out. Do I have a mop in the first kind of tank? I might. This mop is like filled with fed some food. It's not even mop. Should do. Kind of want to take these guys out. I think they'll be fine. That one looks a little too small. Those dudes should be fine. Yeah, leave the little guy in here a little bit longer. Might just get chased around. The old saying, man, if it'll fit, they'll eat it. Or maybe what I should do is just do a water change and leave these guys. But then again, they might eat the fry, the hatch, because they're at that age, right? And they're big enough. So I think it's time to move them. We're going to move them. Let's see, can I out the other guys? Schloop! Oh! Get two of them? So I did. It's the third by an inch. Let's see. Wise to me now.
Lady Diane said, "Would you put your face in my view? I want to see your beard."
Is that good enough? Alright, let's try and catch this little booger. A little more. Take this over to the. I'm gonna let it acclimate. Got us, and I'm gonna grab the mop. Water out of it. Step back. I can already see eggs all over the mop right here. All right, here's a little difference too. Frittata eggs are bigger than all the other that I've noticed. They also have a slight yellow orange tint to it. I don't know if you can see that. My phone. Two eggs right there. So another here, 2 eggs, 3 eggs. Oh man, this mop is filled with eggs. Cool. What I should do is a water change. So let's do a little bit of water change. Water's changing, people. Down here.
Bruiser CB said, "Jason, your beard is starting to catch up with mine."
Yeah.
I'm aware.
Not quite there yet, man. Pretty majestic beard. Alright, let's think. I'll put the fry in here, or the in here. So it's mulm. We have some moss in here. I have a little bit of Anubias floating around. Just yeah, a little bit of plant life. Can't hurt, in my opinion. Definitely snails in here. Didn't test the TDS in this. Whoops. Push the button. Well, you know, it could work. Will it? That's another story. What's her name just died? Terry Garr. You know that, you know, Frankenstein? Okay.
Congratulations, Bruiser CB, on the membership
Yeah,
milestone.
Bruiser!
Now, Bruiser CB has been an extraordinary aquarist for 13 months.
Right on, Bruiser. Congrats.
Window Licker Hash 5 said I must be getting old. Mine is all white.
Yeah, mine's getting there. Alright, let's turn that off. Now I think we're just waiting on RO water. Keep an eye on that. I'm gonna put that mop in there for now. All the eggs. Cool. What else? What else? What else? The only other thing we have is this. Can't get it set the camera, but this is the Madakas. Yuki Madakas. Handful, 2, 3 maybe in here. There's at least 2. Might be a third. I should put these with their parents. They're definitely big enough. Yeah.
Fishyman64 said, Sabu said the store don't want them selling dry goods anymore, only livestock, but he can bring pre-order stuff.
Oh, I see. Yeah, because that fish place wants you to buy whatever they got there for dry goods. Selling livestock and. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right, I think.
SWFL Aquatics said, I got calcium carbonate block with order shrimp. I was Googling, say, raise GH and KH up by 4. Any ever you scared of not putting in shrimp tank but want calcium?
You're talking about those little like blocks, right? Those little clamshell looking things or whatever they are. Sometimes they're just little pyramid looking stuff. Calcium, yeah, if you need the KHGH, or the, it's both, I believe. But yeah, that's, those things work. They slowly dissolve. Sometimes the shrimp will pick at it. Yeah, I don't see a problem with those, man. I think you'd be alright. You'd be alright. I'm not sure, you know, what you're afraid of,
Congratulations, PNW Aku, on the membership milestone. Pitabashiko has been an extraordinary aquarist for 13 months.
where does it get these names? What is it calling you? Pitu Aqua? Aqua? But anyway, congrats, man. Thanks. Thanks for being a member. Congrats on your 13 months. All right. I want to catch these guys, but I'm currently waiting for. All I have is the. Specimen container. Those I could use.
Barbara Jackson said, how do you remember who's in what fry tank or mop? Do you have labels or a list somewhere? I wouldn't remember on my own.
This one says P for Caudus. This one says Luminatus. This one.
SWFL Aquatics said scared of changing water parameter to much to fast.
Yeah. Well, I think if you put in one of those blocks, it's gonna, unless it's like something like an Alka-Seltzer tab where it starts fizzing and stuff like that, it's not gonna change it quick. It's gonna be real slow. It's gonna take a while for that the water to start dissolving. I guess it depends on how acidic your water is. But yeah, it shouldn't happen too fast with that. I mean, I would only put one block in for now and see. I want to put these guys. I have 3 of the remaining that well, Keystone Clash 2023. I bought a bag of my Yuki Madakas. I think I got 5 of them from Garden of Eden. Put them in a quarantine tank. I moved them out of the quarantine tank when they were done, and then I had babies in the quarantine tank. Took the babies, moved the quarantine. And those are currently the 3 that I have as the babies. The original colony, I moved down there, and they just dwindled out. Those 3 babies, well, there were more than 3 at the time, but now I only have 3. I took a bunch of moss from their tank and put it in here.
Paul
I got
Soltero said,
a couple
"Good morning,
babies out
fish
of
nerds, and you
that.
too, Jason."
Good morning, Paul. Anyway, long story short, these are the babies of the babies. I have 2 of them. So I was thinking about putting the 2 with the adult, with their, I guess, parents. Somebody, I don't know. Actually, no, these are babies from the parents as well. That's right, because I took them from that parent tank and put them in here, moss. That tank was overridden with moss, which is overridden with moss again. So these are siblings, so I guess I can put them all together. Shouldn't be a problem. I'm gonna do it anyway. But maybe what I should do is put the Madakas, all of them, in a different tank, and then see if I get eggs out of this or fry out of this or the other, the parent tank. I think I might. Yeah. My experience is you play musical fish with these guys, you tend to get babies. I think they're pretty good at hiding their eggs, and they're pretty good at eating their own eggs, I guess. I've never seen fry in the tank parents. It's only ever when I move them out, and then like a week or 2 later, I see babies. I think they're just eating their eggs. My experience. My thoughts. We'll see. But yeah, I do think maybe I take these guys, put them in a different tank, and we roll with it. That's the TDS on this one? No. Not too. Huh. Alright. What I need to do is release the fry from these guys. Oh, now this water is probably a lot different. So maybe tank water first, let them sit for a little longer. Out. Yeah. Give them a little tank water, let them sit. With these guys. Well, we'll just take a bigger. We'll just have to catch them. I need to get water in there. So, hang on. Better. This is a container I got for fish I bought. Caught them. Well, it's hiding. It's up here for now. See him. Net. Ow. Ow. What do I do with a little net? This jug is full. Start spilling crap everywhere. Oh, we must be getting low on the water. No? Not sure what that noise is. What did I do with that? Oh, there it is. See you, little dude. Whoa! Just fall on my butt. Up. And go up into this little net. It's a good place for you. Exactly where you needed to be. Da-da-dee-da-da-da. Float them. Right back. Float these with. Actually, I'm going to move them to this tank. All right, we're moving everybody. New tank. This tank, the only thing in it is snails and shrimp. Oh, I forgot, you know, when I was at the Keystone Clash, I did buy a thing of yellow shrimp from Garden Eater.
Fishyman64 said, so that
tank.
swap is Saturday, right?
Yes, yes. It's coming
We
Saturday.
will make plans later this week.
Right on, dude. You know where I'm at. Okay. So, I have this jug, borrow water. I am going to add it to the tank. Lid. Is this lid? Still slam shut.
Parum pum pum. Pum pum pum. Parum pum pum. Pum pum pum.
He's going nuts. Guess he's back from walking the dog. Welcome back, man. Yeah, we'll figure it out next Saturday. Be there right when it opens, or we're gonna miss all the good fish. You know how that goes. All right, let's set that there. Set this here. Set that there. Set that there. There we go. Let that fill up. What else? All right, we're gonna do a quick water change on this. I'll spend the rest of the time filling these up.
Window Liquor Hash 5 said as shrimp escape artists. How tight of a lid do you need? Will they climb out on the airlines?
My experience is the only shrimp that I ever saw that were kind of escape artists were Amana shrimps. And the only thing they escape to is they kind of climb back up into the filter. So I haven't really ever had a problem with shrimp crawling out of the tank.
Fishyman64 said as always they will have just sold it.
Yeah, exactly. The moment right
Also
before I got
Blackbeard.
there. King Blackbeard. It's gonna be a little bit of a water change.
That's lovely, that is.
UFL Aquatics said, what is your experience on death ratio from Expo Fish?
Expo fish. Not sure what you mean by that. What's an expo fish? Like a fish you bought at a show? I've actually had really good experience with that. Most of the time, like I'm buying stuff from, you know, hobbyists, fish keepers. So they tend to better, you know, stock to begin with, like hardier stuff. My experience. Seeing a reflection. Seeing a reflection of what's underneath the tank. Right now, mess. Alright, cool. We'll let that go. We'll let the other fish acclimate still. So, yeah, I haven't really ever experienced. Well, I had some saltwater shrimp crawl out of a tank. That sucked. My peppermint shrimp that I got when I had the lid off the one day and I forgot to close the lid or whatever. I was messing with and putting new lids on. And yeah, I decided I didn't want to be part of that tank anymore. I found them in the morning all dried up. Kind of sucked. It really sucked, actually. Alright, let me find red mops. There's one.
Fisherman64 said I found a
Three.
huge Amano shrimp curled up about a foot away from my tank.
Yeah. Hey. Told you, those Amanas are wily. They're all blues. They're all greens. Oh, oops. Let me do better at these mops, man. Green, green. Green. Those are all green. I have 4 or 3 red mops I need. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 3. Let me double check to make sure my mops on the other side over there. I'm gonna rinse these anyway. It's getting wet so they're not floating.
Barbara Jackson said about half my fish were bought at either an event or auctions. I think all were healthy. Fish stores, not so much.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I've had not some great luck at some fish stores. Some are better than others, but shop at the good ones, I guess. So stay away from the bad ones. All right. We're gonna put mops and all these. Well, you don't need to be staring at that floor, basically. Here. One mop in there. Red mops.
Fishyman64 said he was looking for the greener grass on the other side, but never made it.
Never made it. Dude, it's like my. What was that? I'd what is the word I'm looking for? The blue neon goby, right?
ABC
Sitting
Aquatic Biotope Creation said, "Good morning, Jason."
Yeah, what's up? What's up, Kenny? How you doing, man? Yeah, what was it? Oh, I forgot what I was gonna say. I had that blue neon goby. I was sitting here. I was doing something around the fish tank. My wife's like, "What's that on the floor?" And I looked down, and it was a fish. I'm like, "Oh my god!" And I went to pick it up, and it was still squiggling. I'm like, "Oh my god, oh my god!" And I thought it looked like one of the rainbow darters that I got from ABC Biotope Aquatics, by the way. Still have them. Yeah, I thought it was one of them, but I was wrong. I grabbed it, I threw it in that tank, and I'm like, "Oh man, I hope he lives."
Paul
And then,
Soltero said my results with bringing fish home from the clash was mixed. The red pencilfish were a disaster,
oh,
while
that
the
sucks.
Bulgarian green angels are doing great.
Nice. You got them from Mike's Bulgarian greens, I hope. Yeah, but that sucks about the pencilfish. But anyway, so I threw it in the tank with the rainbow darters, and like a day or two later, I'm like, "Hey, wait a minute. There's a blue neon goby in there. That must have been what was laying on the floor." So he made it. I haven't seen him in a couple, he's a goby to hide. But yeah, I guess he wanted to see if the grass was greener. All right, what are we looking at? We're still looking at the tank. I got all the mops in. Well, I didn't put the mop in that one tank because I still want to do a water change on it. I don't know where my phone is. That's kind of really skeeving me out. Oh wait, it's over here. Cool. Cool. Yes.
Paul Soltero said, "Yes, the angels are from Mike's."
Nice. That's cool. Oh yeah, this is what we're doing. I'm waiting for the salt water to finish doing its filling up. It's getting low, so we've changed a little bit of water out of there. You can see it's filled up now. Still a little bit to go, but almost done. I actually kind of like that because then I can do that whole volume of water, not sweat it, right? And I like this method. Well, I feel better about this method. Let's put it that way. Makes me feel
Window
good
Licker
inside.
#5 said,
Makes me feel
Window
good
Licker
inside.
#5 said, sounds like you need a good lid. Afim. O-L.
Yeah, well, well, Neos. I have not had a problem with Neos. So I can. Let me move this. Saw one of the yellow Neos. This is where I'm going to put the rice fish. I have snails in here. There are the yellow Neo Caridina shrimp. Just saw one bouncing around, so let's get a little closer. Maybe we'll see it. I'm going to move you guys. Bear with me. Ah! It's the wrong button. Is that low enough? No, it's probably not even low enough. Doing it fine. There's a lot of algae in this tank. Might need to tone down the light. I think that algae's pearling. I haven't done anything to this tank. Oh yeah, see him on the glass back there. There's a yellow one. But I want to catch the other ones, right? And put them all together in this colony. So let's go over here. This is the bigger ones. Catch these guys. A lot of guppy grass in here. Let me get another
That's
one.
lovely, that is.
Mm-hmm. Loved it. I think what I need is I'm going to need a bigger. Well, maybe not. There's a lot of blue dream, or not blue dreams, cherry shrimp in here.
Barbara Jackson said that is not a lot of algae. You can see into the tank at least, LOL.
Yeah. It's because I cleaned it recently. I got to clean this lid. Holy cow, this is disgusting. Set this over here for now. A minute. Let's put this around across this way so we can at least see what we're doing. It's up a little bit. I'm gonna move you guys a hair that way, this way. Come over here. I'll try and find some. Oh man. I'm gonna be in that back corner. See one over there. I don't even know where they went. Catch them? No. Thought I could see what I was doing. Alright. Clearly I can't do this sitting down. Or just...
Barbara Jackson said, hold on guys, it's a storm.
It's a storm. Not that guy. One.
Lady Diane said, I miss you all. Getting old and sleeping in a lot, but I think of you often. Thank you again, Jeff, for the membership. Once we're moved, hopefully I can find more time to visit. Gotta run.
Thanks, Lady D. Good seeing you. Thanks for stopping in, and congrats on the membership. Sure, I caught two. There's one more in here. See him. It's three. All right. I'll leave this go for a minute, but I'm pretty sure I caught them all. So here. Here. Kind of see them like that. See the bigger adults. These are fryish. But I am going to. Oh, here. Let's do this. Pipette. So let's work out of this. Tank water in there. Get to these guys over here too. For a little while. I meant like every so often I'll go in there and take a couple squirts, put them in there. I don't want the parameters to, be too whacked out. Alright, let's back this up. These guys can float. We are getting pretty low on the salt water. Still chooching though. Go until that starts sucking air. Alright, then we'll work on the brackish tank with that. Oh, yeah. One thing we can do. This tank. I've neglected this tank for. Yeah, we're set up and get into it.
Barbara Jackson said, I really need to get BBS going again. It makes such a difference.
Yeah, it really does, honestly. I've had a lot of luck with it. Not sure. We're gonna look at a tank that has been neglected. I don't think anything's alive in it. Well, plants. Let's go here. See what we're looking at. Looks. Oh yeah. This tank. This tank was home to my cherry shrimp colony, and I started getting overrun with algae, and I kind of forgot it was here. And I haven't touched anything in this tank. I don't know if I can.
Window Licker #5 said, how's the worms doing?
They're doing. This tank, man. I think I gotta get in here and try and reset this, I think. Oh, if anything's alive in here, it'd be amazing. It's algae. It's all green hair algae. Some blackbeard. Well, the blackbeard's underneath the green hair. Whoa. I don't think I've ever had a mat of algae this big in my life. Smokes. At least they came out easy.
Darlene's tank said, Jason, have you heard anything from Keith? He's been heavy on my mind.
I haven't heard anything from him, but I did see a
Barbara
Facebook
Jackson
post
said,
the other
now
day
that's a
from him.
lot of algae.
This is a lot of algae. Cow. Yeah, I haven't heard anything from him, but I did see his Facebook post the other day. He was in for a treatment or something. Which, yeah, sucks, man.
Window Liquor #5
Doing
said,
good.
is there any shrimp in there?
I don't know. I don't have high hopes, Window Liquor. Like I said, at some point I just stopped doing anything. I just forgot this tank was here. I stopped feeding it. Occasionally I still come back over here and feed it, but I think that's just more like praying that there'd be something left alive in here. Trying to pull any find out of here. And I'm finding a lot. We're gonna get in here and we're gonna do a big old water change too, so just trying to grab whatever hair algae I find. Tied on anything. Attached. Bunch of algae. Can't even see my hand back there, can you? Everything I just come across, I'm just pulling. Wads. Wads of algae. Would be a good tank, right? For something. If I maintained it. Plant cells seem to be okay. Pull the plant out. Looking so.
Window Liquor #5 said, is there any order in there? Do you get any orders from your tanks?
Is there any order in there? Do I get order from any orders? What do you mean by order? Like do I have a plan? A goal? Some sort of Otherwise it's just pure chaos, man. No. I don't know what you mean by order. I mean, I had a design when I first made this tank. A long time ago. Long time ago. I think we're at the start to pull algae blindly for the rest of the night and day. I don't think that's going to help us do anything. Down there. I can feel the beard. I know Blackbeard when I'm eyes closed. Yeah, man, we'll see. Do a water change. We'll see if anything's alive in here. Plants. I don't think the shrimp survive long term because, I mean, honestly, I wasn't feeding this
Window
tank.
Liquor
So, like, what are they
#5 said,
eating?
stink.
Each other? Stink. Smells. What? Odor. Oh, I think you're talking about odors. Odors, not orders. Okay. Occasionally, yeah. That's usually a sign that, like, hey, like, you got to do something about it. Most of the time, they just smell like, tanks should, in my opinion, a fish tank should smell like a pond. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how to describe that. But it shouldn't be like, definitely shouldn't be like, if you start getting like sulfur smells and stuff like that, you probably want to do something with the tank.
Alishan AS said, just back. Update on BBA product?
Yeah, we'll take a look. I have, yeah, we gotta do something with it anyway. Yeah, we'll take a look. But let me finish this. Don't let me forget. BBA product. I still have them sitting on the buckets on the ground. It's pretty much the same as last week, honestly. They look to be about the same. I don't think it's, like, the problem is, like, the Blackbeard, like, the water and the one with the product in it. It's definitely a lot, like, stuff is coming out, right? However, I don't notice the Blackbeard algae going anywhere, right? I just noticed that the water starts getting like funkier. So I don't know what it's doing to the algae. What I gotta do is rinse these mops out real quick while I'm standing here because I don't know why. These are the ones I pulled out of the fry tanks earlier, so I'm trying to get them out. That way they can kind of be reset for the next time.
Whip's World said, hiya, beautiful people. Let's get tanked.
Let's get tanked. All right, that's that. Here, well, since I was just talking about it and you were asking me, Alishon, let's take a look at it. Gotta get this hose over here anyway. That is that tank, or that camera. All right, here we go. Same thing. This is the one with the
Alishan
product in
said
it.
it supposedly kills hairgrass, other algae.
Like, there's a little bit of brown in here, but I think that's the wood coming apart. This is the same. I mean, whatever, without the product in it. A little bit of blackberry floating on top, a little bit of blackberry floating on the top. Cool. Let me dump out these buckets real quick and we'll take a look. Take a look at this one first. Yeah. Actually, you know what? We're going to wait on this because I got the jugs filling in the sink, so I don't want to contaminate them. So let me finish filling those jugs, or at least this jug, and I will drain this water. I don't know what time it is. But we gotta do
The
water
moneyless
check-ins.
maven, Shirley, said,
Yay.
morning, people. I hope I didn't wake you.
Don't worry about that. I've been wide awake. All right, let's clean this up. This is a mess. Float for a minute. I'm gonna run upstairs because I gotta pee again. Drinking too much coffee. I'll be right back.
Andy Carson said, Jason, thanks for turning the mic off.
You're welcome. All right. Said run up 2 flights of steps. Run back down 2 flights of steps. Oh. All right, we're doing a water change here. Oh, he's here. He's still here. I can see algae like wads of
Alishane
algae
has
now.
said Jason needs Depends during Easy.
I just need a catheter. In a bag. It's all this water running all the time, man. It kind of wears on you. No. Oh, let's see. Wands and wands of algae back here. This is one of those tanks that I should probably use that siphon drain on more often than than never. This plant that I just pulled up. Let's plant you again. Grow. Probably gonna do like a 100% water change here, or whatever, 90%. Like I said, I don't think anything's alive in here, so I don't think it's gonna matter. I haven't seen one shrimp. That's, well, I think I moved some of these out because I took, this is my like grade A, like Sakura shrimp, kind of like was. Collect it.
Whip's World said, better have your blood sugar checked, buddy. It might be the old diabetes.
Yeah, it could be, but yeah. I just had a blood work done, so came back okay. I have a glucose intolerance. Not diabetic. I'm not pre-diabetic, but problem like my blood sugar stays like high, and it gets higher. Like normally when you wake up in the morning, your blood sugar's low. My blood sugar's high and gets higher until about like noon, and then it starts dropping off. That's why I typically don't eat breakfast. I'm already like freaking. I don't know why. One of those weirdos. Not diabetic yet, but trying not to be. Work at that sometimes. But this week, whew.
Jeremy said, ride a damn bike with your pre-diabetic ass.
There you go. All you need. Wise words from Jeremy. Alright, I think this is as good as it's gonna get as far as me pulling algae out of this. Nope. Oh, it must be 11:30. Lights are going out. Alright, calling that done. Let's clean this up. Alright.
Whip's World said, hey, Paul, the vacation is going well. I'm soaking up the sun and a lot of bourbon.
Speaking of the sun.
Here comes the rain again,
That's not what
falling
I
on
meant.
my head like a memory,
Well, what time?
falling on my head like a new emotion.
Alishane said, eat non-carb breakfast. I have egg white veggie omelettes with low-fat cheese and avocado.
There you go.
Michael A. said, do some research on dawn phenomenon. I don't eat until after 12 for the same reason.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Yeah, somebody, I was talking to the doctor, we went over this. Not unnormal.
Barbara Jackson said, I rarely eat breakfast either, except Sunday pancakes, or coffee until lunch.
I mean, you know, we go out to breakfast. Like yesterday, I went out to breakfast with the mother-in-law. That was nice. Had me eggs Benedict with avocado. Eggs Benedict. Begs? I said Begs Benedict. Eggs Benedict. Yeah, that's the word. And it was good. Real.
Fishimon64 said, I'm pre-diabetic as well, but I'm 60 and you are not Jazrin.
This is true. I'm working on 60. Not there yet. Right, put this aquarium coolite. Oh yeah. I'll turn these lights back on. What's going on here?
Michael A. said, I also stop eating at 8 each night. That helps too. Jenny D.
Yeah.
Berlin said, crepes, munch, munch.
Munch, munch, munch. Crepes. I could go for some crepes. Crepes are good. You guys are making me hungry. Well, usually when I'm done here, it's noon, so time to eat. But I was on like a
Window Liquor
snack
Hash
binge
5
last night.
said, I eat when I'm hungry, but I'm hungry all the time.
Yeah, that's the problem. Well, you know, we were talking about this yesterday. And the wife. Simplest solution to, you know, the whole weight problem is just Cut out the intake, right? The simple calories in, calories out equation. Run a gas tank dry. Whoa.
Jeremy said, I lost 20 pounds this year riding a few miles every day, and I got the bike for
Nice.
$60.
Nice. It's cool. I used to ride bikes a
Whips
lot.
World said, I have the 18 12 ounces Cokes and several Monsters every day while driving a truck for 14 hours every day syndrome.
Oof. I made a personal, like, whatever, goal of mine is to not drink sugar. Period. I'll drink water. I'll drink unsweetened things. Try not to drink sugar. I don't know why. But just that alone. Yeah. You think about how much sugar is in some of those sodas and stuff like that, those drinks. I mean, it's like you could eat a Big Mac and get the same amount of calories. You know? So I'd rather have the Big Mac than this one. But that guy keeps swimming upside down. I don't know. I don't like this. I think it's because he can't see the bottom. All right, we got to put water in the tank. Let's do that. I think we're going to be done with the salt water here, if it isn't already. But that tank back
Michael
up.
A. said, yes, don't drink calories and eat whole foods.
Yeah. That's why I like those, I call them crunchy waters, just seltzer water, right? Feels like you're drinking something. A soda gives you that little bite, but it's just water. Now I try to go with like whatever, like I think it's whatever that tea is. Just like you can in the gas stations or whatever, you can get the sweet teas. I think it's Lipton or something, like Nestle maybe. But yeah, it's they have an unsweetened one. Let's see, I go for that, or I go for the cans of water, or the Perrier, the French
Whips
water.
World said, now I'm stuck with the no sugar and no carb diet for the rest of my life, which is awesome.
Yep. Yep. Here, I'm gonna bury this right there. You know what else we need to do? We're gonna clean the sponge, however. I'm sure I haven't cleaned this in like an eternity and a half. Little leaf out. That tank fill up. Actually, the sponge isn't even that bad. Yeah. Could have been better. It wasn't nothing, put it that way. But this tank used to be, it was gonna sound funny, used to be a huge blackbeard algae mess. Now, just somewhat of a blackbeard algae mess. Like no air coming out of this. Have to figure that out. Where's this going? Oh, let me get on the side of this. Airline goes which way? That way. Is there a valve on this?
Whips World said, I save all my carbs up for beer.
Nice. That's the way to do it. Stop that water from overfilling the tank.
Daniel Vela said, good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Daniel. Why did I leave that running? What's wrong with me? What is wrong with me? I don't know. I don't know why. Alright, right, let's put this hose away. See if I can fix the flow in that air stone.
Alishan AS said great for your teeth too.
Let's hope not. Alright, whatever, I was going this way. Yes, I know, my drugs are ready. I think it was one of these. I think this is the one. See some flow, if that stops the flow, it's not the right flow. Both of these are pretty horrible flow, honestly. Air stone's down here. Here's the gang valve, that's why. Okay. Okay. Now, this should do something. Gotta find the right one. This one is to here. See it?
Whip's World said, Jason, I'm sure I've asked this before, but how many tanks do you have running, and how much time is dedicated to maintenance every week?
Get me in trouble, dude. Every time I count them, my wife is listening to the stream. But I think, what did I say last time? Somebody remind me. Okay, it was 30. 35? 30? I have to count. I have to count. Maintenance each week. Well, that's one of the reasons I started trying to do this siphon overflow thing. Is kind of like help me with a little bit of the maintenance. That way I can just move the thing.
Denis Dumoulin said 35.
35, okay. 35 tanks. Not including ones that, well, I counted this one. But, maybe I shouldn't because it's empty. But it might not be empty for long. There's a swap next week. Yes. So 35 tanks. As far as maintenance goes, I don't know. Some weeks are better than others. I feed them pretty much every day, so that's like a routine. That takes a little bit of time. What else? The water change thing is what I'm trying to kind of expedite a little bit more, I think, with that overflow. Kind of set it and let it go for a few hours, and maybe pick it up at, just clean it up, break it back down, put it away. I mean, so be anywhere from, well, feeding takes about half an hour for all tanks, depending on what I'm feeding. I try to. You gotta feed the worms like twice a week. I try to do that. I'd say probably maybe an hour. If I'm just feeding and neglecting everything, it's like half hour every day. Otherwise, it's probably, if I do things like water changes or, clean a filter or something like that, spend an hour. I should spend more time, let's put it that way. I should spend more time than what I am. Not spending enough time, I end up with tanks that look like this. Dirty tanks. Well, I wouldn't say, well, they're algae. Algae, I don't know, considered dirt, but some tanks are definitely dirty. Look at all the algae I got out of this. That's all the algae I got out of this tank. Oh, that's a lot. I'm going to dump this outside. I'll do that after the stream because I don't want sleeping in her bed. You know the old saying, let sleeping dogs lie. Start filling this other jug, and that should be the last one. Oh, I gotta fill up those tanks yet too. So, and we gotta free some fish. Work. What am I stuck on? There we go.
Barbara Jackson said algae isn't dirty, but it sure holds a lot of dirt.
Yeah, that's true.
Michael A. said, do you use water conditioner or do you regularly test your tap water?
I do not use water conditioners, but I do On my fill, I have a whole house filtration that is a
Ali
carbon
Shanae
block
said,
and
is
sediment
Todd going to the
filters.
swap? Maria, I think Skipper is out.
I don't know about Maria. I've not been able to get a hold of Maria for a while. Todd is, yes, I think Todd's going. I don't know about Maria. And Skipper, he said he had to work. So, yeah, Skipper's out. Okay. That's a little bit of salt water left. I'm not sure how much is actually still being pumped. I am going to take this. First of all, I'm going to drain the bucket because it's almost full. We're leaning sideways here. Over here. I'm going to take this out of the tank. I'm going to try not to spill it. Don't want the siphon to break. Right here. Now, it's still draining, so it's draining down. Doesn't have very far to go for this tank. And I'm going to let the salt water pump until I think it's done. I can turn this probably back on.
Whip's World said 35. Oof ta.
35
So
tanks,
roughly
yeah.
7 or 8 hours a week. I have 12 tanks and spend a few hours on them on Wednesday and a few on Saturday or Sunday, depending on swaps. So we're about the same there.
Yeah. I mean, like I've tried to streamline things to make my life easier, so that like even though I have more tanks, I'm not spending that much more time, you know. Or like the Python definitely helped doing that. I'm having everything on like a central air system. Here and there, that kind of stuff. I'm going to tilt this a little bit this way. Bring that down there. And we're going to just let this fill up a little bit more. And then I'm calling the saltwater tank done. Put in, God, I don't remember, it was 35, 40 gallons. So I almost did like this is a 40 breeder, so like 100% water change. However, like I said, it just diluted the water.
Andy Carson said, have you ever calculated gallons?
Have I ever calculated gallons? First of all, I forgot what we were just talking about, so. Calculate gallons for what? For this flow? The siphon? Yeah, I try to do it. Alright, if that's what you're asking me. Like how many gallons I'm putting in the tank? Doing this? Alright. How I do that, I have this handy dandy, expensive, I don't know how expensive, but this is an on-off timer, right? Right now I have it set to about 25 minutes. So it'll run for 60 seconds-ish, maybe a minute. And it'll stay on for 60 seconds. It'll stay off for 20 minutes, or however long I have it set. You can set this up to 8 hours. So
Fishyman64 said, I bet he means in all your tanks.
Oh, how many gallons total? All right, that's another story. Let me finish this so we're not halfway done explaining something. Whoa! Anyway, so this bucket, I'd say at full is 3 gallons. I think right around here is what I consider 2.5 gallons, especially because it doesn't get all the water out. So
Andy Carson said,
every
how
time.
many gallons of tanks in the fish room?
Oh my God, Andy. A lot. A lot. I guess we can calculate that. Yeah, put that over there so I'm pumping water still. A little bit fuller. Alright, here, I'll do a calculation while we're waiting for that. Okay.
Denny Dumoulin said, a swimming pool lol.
29 times 3 plus. Alright, hang on. We're going to do this like a 29 times 3. No, times 4. Times 4 plus 20 times 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 plus. All right, the sumps. They're 20-gallon longs, but they don't hold entirely 20 gallons. So maybe there's 5 gallons missing because of the thing. So I'm going to count that 15 gallons. So add 30 plus 2 of them. All right. How many 10 gallons we got? 10 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
Fishimon
12.
64 said, Jazrin, you can figure that out faster than you would take to explain your other mumbo jumbo.
You ain't wrong. All right, so those are 12 tens, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 tens, okay. Plus, that's a 17 gallon. Plus 17 times 2. Plus, all right, is that this whole rack over here? Oh, the 30, did I do the 33 long? Nope. Plus the 33. Plus, so I got the 4 of those, all the 10 gallons. I got the 17s. Let's do 5 gallons. I have 5 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Dick Signs, Dixon
6.
Designs, said, good morning, good peoples.
Good morning. Good morning. Okay, so I think those are all the little tanks. I'm not counting the worm tanks. We have the 120
Alishania
gallons.
said, Jason doing his Gazintas. Another Jethro.
Another 40 breeder, a 75, a 75, a 75, a 90. I think that's all of it. I don't think I'm missing any. So that total. Oh, did I do the 125? No, 120. Yeah, 120. All right. I think that's all of them. What do we got? What do we got? 918 gallons. So almost 1,000 gallons. That sound good? A lot. Roughly 900 gallons, 950, 920, depending on how you're counting. All right, I'm pretty sure this is going to be done pumping here in a sec. So let me take this out.
Whipsworld said, I have 12 tanks, but that puts me at over 1,000 gallons.
So you got bigger
A
tanks, right?
210, two 150S, a 130, a 120, two 90s, a 75, a 55, a 40, a 35, rimless cube, and a 29-gallon tank. Someone else can do the math.
Yep. I didn't want to do the math either, but I did. Yeah, so I'm roughly, I'd say almost 1,000. In my mind, I'm going to call 1,000 because it makes it easier. Plus that it can account for some of the other tanks that, floating around here.
Andy Carson said it sounds like more than what it looks like.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, wrong. All right, that salt water's done. Move this out of the way. Dump out the rest of the salt water. Salt water. Should do. If I was a good boy. Let's take this. Oh, this is heavy. Some wheels for this. Oh god, this is heavy. Alright, this is the brackish water. Well, let's test it. Make sure it's brackish. Pretty sure it is. Put on that so nothing's getting dirty. This is the This is like a, I think it's 15 gallons, might be 10. Seems more than 10. Yeah, it's 10. Is it? I don't know. I could probably dump a whole 10-gallon tank in here. Test the salinity. Yep. 016. That's good. That refractometer away. Here. Oh, stay there. Pump in there. This is the same pump I was using with the salt water, so little valve on the end of it. We'll put this in the tank.
PNW Aqua said substrate depth unknown.
What about it? The depths unknown in the substrate? Yeah, some of them. Some tanks I have some really deep
Fisherman
substrates.
64 said Jazran.
Some tanks I don't.
Did you take into consideration that each tank is only 85% full at any given time?
No. Did you take into consideration that when they say it's a 10-gallon tank, it might be more than a 10-gallon tank? They're just rounding it. Like that 40 breeder, I think, is 50-some gallons. So yeah, I'm just going by what they say. I did take into consideration the sumps are not full, so. Oh, and I forgot the 30-gallon sump on the 125. So yeah, we got a 30-gallon buffer there. So I'm just going to use that as a. All right, we're squirting water in. Squirting water out. We're going to let this run. Same idea. Doing it
Fisherman
on that tank.
64 said I call bullcrap.
That go there. This tank over here is clean. Cleaner, I should say. Not seeing any shrimp in there though. I'm not shocked. We'll try and keep it clean. Who knows, this might be a quarantine tank next week. Last time I was at that fish place, I bought that not the Siamese algae eater, but they only had one too. I'm lucky I'll get. But I got that from the actual store, not the swap. You know? Okay. Let's pull more algae.
Ali Shanaye said NFL could not have chosen two worse boring teams to play in Germany this AM.
Well, you know. All right, while we're sitting here looking at that, I still got to fill up these tanks over here, so I'm just going to do that real quick with this RO I've been filling up this whole time. Over this way. There. These tanks are all empty. Fry have been acclimating in the other tanks for what, this whole time? Probably at least an hour or so now. It's been a while. Especially for the first ones. It's full. Just lay back on it. Put a lid on it. Get this out there. We'll fill up the other one. This jug back up. Put the jug in there. Bam, bam, bam. Let's grab some water. This way. Probably gonna need both of the other drills in this. One more. I'm golden. I have baby brine that I hatched out that I gotta feed tonight, so that'll be good. I noticed that, well, maybe I haven't noticed. The egg production seems to be a lot better when I start feeding live foods. Which, you know, makes sense. Boom. Cool. Alright, put all this away. Put that there, put this here. This net over here. Now I gotta put this mop. I was waiting for the water change on this tank. Mop in there. So let's go back here. Put that mop in there. Alright, that's gonna That's gonna be changing water for a while, so keep that there. Let's free some fish, I think. Let's do the Gertrudes. Oh shoot, that's one thing I did want to do. Yeah, we can do that. We got time, right? What time is it? We got a little bit of time. I got Gertrudes at the Keystone Clash. I put them in this tank. Put them in, whoops, this tank. Put that a bit out of the way. I'm gonna put the lid on the brackish water so it doesn't get in it. One in it. Slowly fill. Alright, what are we looking at? The little Gertrude tank. Alright.
Fishyman64 said, it's noon, Jazran.
It's noon now? Oh, jeez. Alright, well, maybe we won't get into that. Let me just free these fish then. How about that? In the future. In the future. I know that Kenny likes to go. I saw him here. He's Daniken, right? What up? You doing your live stream today? Your members only stuff? Some fish. Boom. Here are Gertrudes, baby Gertrudes.
Crazy for Seahorses said, es grünt so grün, wenn in deinem Aquarium die Algen blühen. Hey there!
Grünt, so grün, wenn in deinem Aquarium algae blühen. Alright, it's green, so green, when in the aquarium the algae, I guess, is growing, blooming. That's my understanding of German. Let me know. Oh wait, we want to put this back in there. I already ferted everything. Yeah, we're good on that. My anyway, in that other tank that we were just looking at, along with all the guppy grass, there are Gertrudes in there that I got at the Keystone Clash, Aru 4s, which is what these are supposed to be. So I had them in quarantine. Wait, we're still looking at that. Why didn't this work? Oh, idiota. The clicker died. Did it? The clicker die? Oh, it looks... How lame. Yes. All right, sorry about that. Anyway, so the tank you are looking at has the Gertrudes in there, RO4s, and you missed me dumping out the babies. My camera changing thing. Apologies. Oh, here's some coffee. Forgot all about this. And I have to note on my chart here that I fertilized. Cool. All right. Those guys are freed. Go over to these dudes. To the fricatas. God about it. I can get this a little, I think. Use. This one in here is a little dude, so. Right. Go, be free.
Whip's World said, well, I'm out of bourbon and Jason is almost out of time, so I'll catch you all later. Go Steelers, go. Lose Ravens, lose. Patriots, you just keep on keeping on. Later.
Later, dude.
Fishimon, 64, said Guten Morgen, verrückt nach Seepferdchen.
There you go.
Barbara Jackson said I did my calculations too, 340 gallons over 21 tanks.
Nice. See? And honestly, I think it's like, I wouldn't say, the only thing that really starts to add time is when you're doing like water changes, like the 120. It takes a while to do water change, right? Because it's a bigger volume of water. However, like, you could spend just as much maintenance on a 5-gallon as you could a 120, depending on how you're doing it. Alright, that was the fricatas got dropped off. The only other thing we got to drop off is these Madakas. Yeah, I just the camera that's right there. It'd be easier. Hang on, folks. Yuki Madaka. Yuki Madaka. And everybody's in. Like, what the? Now, I'm very curious if I leave. That's the tank I had the adults in, and the fry tank we just filled up with RO water. Hey, there's another fish in there. Sneak. You little sneak. I thought I had you all. I didn't know there was 4. I thought there was only 3. That was easy. That was easy. All right, cool. There's more than I thought. The overflow's pumping. And on that tank for more. See, maybe. Dude hidden in there. What to do with that pipette? What to do with it?
Crazy Four Seahorses said, ich wünsche dir auch einen wunderschönen guten Morgen, Fishimon. And yes, you can easily spend the same money for scaping a small or a big tank.
Not even the money. I'm just talking about spending time
Window
like
Liquor Hash
cleaning it or
5
working
said 200 gallons here over 5 tanks.
Oh,
Barbara Jackson said, my largest is 40, but just bought my first 75 for the rainbows.
sorry. I hear that grinding. Yeah. All right. So I got one more Madaka to acclimate. I'm gonna let him sit there for a little while. I'll drop him off in like half hour or so. Hour. I'll just keep trying to put some tank water in there. Other than that, I think that's it, guys. Got a lot done, I think. I'm gonna let the water auto change on that tank, the brackish tank. Sorry. We got a little bit to go. I mean, we barely even touched it. We're not even halfway down. So if that's like 10 gallons or 5 gallons an hour, it's probably going to take 2 hours. Maybe, well, I think it's flowing a little faster than that. We'd probably slow that flow down. See what I can. I need a bigger hose on the end. Yeah, I'll let that chooch.
Master Aquatics, just call me Eduardo, said I am late,
Eduardo!
so bite me.
You made it, buddy. Glad you're here. How you been? I'm wondering what happened to you. All right. Yeah, but you made it. But like at the end here, buddy. Better late than never, right? All right. I did not turn that back on, so let's turn that back on. This valve. Plug this back in.
Fisherman64 said, look at Eduardo. Everyone, Eduardo is here.
Eduardo. One of these days I'm gonna have to start breeding the Celebes again too, because you know, I enjoy that. I've been working on that. That's actually one of the better breeding projects I have going on. Those are all from the summer in the tub. I had selected some males and females on the other side over there, or male and 2 females to breed. That's where all those fry came from, or those trio. So I might gotta do some culling at Celebes tank. There's some in there that, and by cull I mean I'm just gonna put them in a different tank. I'm not gonna kill anything.
Crazy
I
Four
don't think that's a
Seahorses
good
said,
idea.
my biggest tank currently is only 130 G, but is connected with 4 by 52 G and a sump. I
Nice.
miss my 300 G.
Man, I would love to get a tank like that. That'd be great. Big old, you know. Biggest I got is 125 or 120, whatever it is. 125? I think it's a 125. So even there, I added the wrong amount. I think it's a 120.
Michael A. said, do you have any videos of the tub project?
Some, but it was more like just like shots of like what was growing in it. Yeah, maybe I should have did a little bit more of a chronological documenting it, I guess.
Barbara Jackson said, you're kindly taking them out of the gene pool.
Yes, I'm just not letting them breed, right? Especially if I do want to kind of like create a colony. Should have a
Master Aquatics, just call me Eduardo, said it is all Richard's fault, by the way.
Uh-oh. What are you blaming Richard for? What did he do to you? Anyway. Some of the genetics, like I bought these Celebes at a fish store. I was at a job site somewhere in the middle of. And when I'm bored sometimes on a job site, you know, because a lot of time, like I've literally been on job sites where I had to watch dirt dry. Okay, so it gets real boring sometimes, and I can't really leave. Like, I have to be like around. So I take a look and see what's around me. Sometimes I look at fish stores. So I gotta go here. Click this off. Here.
Crazy Four Seahorses said, but I am building a tank for a pair of jawfish.
Jawfish. Sounds horrifying. But cool. Let's move this out of the way so I can get that on there. Alright.
Fisherman64 said, Jazrin, we don't want to see no video of you in the tub nasty.
Some of these, like I said, I got these from like a local fish store. I got like 6. And then I started hatching eggs from them. So I'm sure there's a lot of like inbreeding going on. My local Petco had a couple of these at one point, so I picked them up too. So they, you know, going back to genetics. But like some of these dudes are.
Just call me Eduardo, said absolutely nothing. Duh!
Yeah. Like some of these dudes are a little deformed. Like that guy's got a weird looking face, mouth. Some of these have like weird humps on them. So yeah, I think I need to select them out. Start breeding, getting more eggs from the Like, if I can get rid of the ones that I think are janky, I could probably just stick a mop in here. Guys. Get more eggs. Hatch them out. Mix the ones from the tub into here. Because these aren't the parents. They're different fish. Right? I don't know. I should almost start like some sort of spreadsheet on this. Like, you know, isn't that how people track genetics, man? I don't know. I need more tanks if I'm going to do that. Or I need a dedicated system. Maybe. I clean out that room in there. Get that all together. Room.
Master
Yeah, it's ideas.
Aquatics. Just call me Eduardo. Said, nice to see you survived the day of my birthday after the election.
Oh, I survived everything, man. And yes, I did. And happy birthday, Eduardo. Glad you survived it too. Yeah. All right, guys. Time to get out of here. Some stuff away. Change this jug out. Water. Fill up the RO jugs. Two more fill. Okay. That's it.
Crazy Four Seahorses said, nice little marine fish that look grumpy all day and dig a lot.
Oh,
So they
nice.
need 10 centimeters tilde 4 high gravel. And the best thing is that they are easygoing to breed.
That's cool.
Michael A. said, thanks, Jason. See you next week.
Yep. Thank you, guys. Appreciate everyone hanging out today. Like I say, anybody have any questions, comments, you know, feel free to leave them down below. I always read my comments. I always answer any questions. If you have something you want to show me, you can email me. Want something to talk about, feel free. Send me an
Master
email there.
Aquatics. Just call me Eduardo, said Jason. Why are you not on the auctions?
You know, Saturday nights have been pretty
Fishimon
busy for me.
64 said,
That's
Jasmine,
lovely, that
I know
is.
someone selling a 125 gallon.
I know, man. The problem is I don't have space for it. But yes, I appreciate everyone hanging out again. If you got any questions, like I said, leave them down below. Hit the like button if you haven't, please. That definitely helps. Subscribe. That always helps. And we will see you next one. All right, folks. Thanks. Bye.